Welcome to my channel, Shine Star Collections, and today I have my Xikers albums. Now, I have had them through the weekend, but I was having some issues with my phone over the weekend with storage, so I had to do some extra deleting and things like that, and then I got busy doing other things, so I'm recording on a day I don't usually record on, which is Tuesday. So it's the Tuesday after the release. So I'm late. but like I said, I wasn't going to do a formal unboxing, but I decided to do it because I really, really love this album. I'm really, really proud of them. And so that's the reason why I'm going to go ahead and do it. So we have two versions. I did go to the pop-up. I went to the pop-up on Saturday, but I actually bought two from Target, and then I bought three from Target. I bought two on Friday, which was release day, and then I bought another one on Saturday, and then I bought three from the Hello 82 event pop-up at K-Pop Nara. So, and as you can see, they're open. The reason why they're open is because I went to a trade and sale event over the weekend, and I had fellow traders who were looking for specific cards, so I actually did the unboxing at the pop-up, at the event, and I did manage to trade a couple of cards that I needed, and I'm also, because of how many albums I bought, I'm almost done with sets. So I will show you the cards at the end, but right now we're just going to do an unboxing, and I'm sorry if you're looking forward to pulls and everything. It won't be a surprise to me, but it'll be a surprise to you, so I think that's all that matters. So let's do tricky version first because I love black and why not? So this is the front. This is the back. And this is the side, trial and error. So you can see all sides of it. So this album, I've had this album basically on, well, I shouldn't say repeat, but I have played it a lot. I did stream a lot over the weekend. I just love it. Love this album. So let's go to the contents first, and then I'll talk about the songs and everything. So we have a poster. There's the poster of all 9. Missing Jonghyun as usual, but they look great. Gives me Wonderland vibes. The song is not like Wonderland, but their outfits give me Wonderland vibes. Here is a little mini poster, I guess, for us. Okay, it just feels thick. Okay. And then here's the CD. Try not to put my fingers on it. Okay. So it's like a checkerboard CD. So there that is. And then a few of the inclusions that are not the cards are here. So, there's the magnets. The good magnet. Here's the stand for Hyunwoo. So Hyunwoo is my stand. He probably will stay in the box because I really don't have room to put them on top of the thing over here. And there's Sumin on the film. Oh my gosh. Sumin. Sumin. Let's put this back in here for right now. And then we have a flip book. You know how bad I am at flip books. So, just, yeah. I suck at this. Okay, yeah, there we go. So you get an idea of it. Okay. Oh, let me put the Sandy back in here. Like I said, he'll probably stay in there because unless I find a place for him. Well, actually, you know what? No, I could put him in the binder because I moved Xikers, and that's something I'll keep to myself until the next time that I'm storing. That will probably be a minute, but I did move Xikers out of their binder. I gave them a different binder, so you'll just have to wait to see what I did with them. Okay, so here is the book. And you also might notice I have a pad on my desk. It's actually poster board, but I'm using it as a pad because I noticed that my black binders get lost in the black desk, and so I can't see well on the screen. I just thought, like, well, just buy something that you could do like unboxings and storing and off photo card videos on. I basically just move it off my desk. And also I didn't like seeing like the fingerprints because regardless of how clean my hands are, this desk, the material shows fingerprints and it's not really cute on screen. So okay, so this album, oh my gosh, this album is so amazing. Like, I loved, of course, I love Doorbell Ringing. Doorbell Ringing was a fantastic debut for Xikers. It really established a sound for them that is, I'm sure, very well known to K-pop fans who are even not a teenies, that they do something different, and they are definitely not a copy paste of ATEEZ. Like, they have pretty much established their own sound, their own vibe, and I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it. So yes, they established that with the first album. Then the second album was pretty much like, it was a more mature Xikers, so they did, you know, they did like the rambunctious music that we're used to, but they also did some slow songs. Like, my favorite is Run on that album, and Sunnyside, Homeboy, with some very nice kind of mellow songs. But this one got right back to what the first album was like, but it's better. So this is totally an album for me. It really is. Like, it just the track, I'm gonna put my thoughts together. The title track, We Don't Stop, is that 90s hip hop vibe that I love, that I always talk about. And it's so funny because I mentioned how much I love 90s hip hop, and when I was around in the 90s and actually listened to it, I wasn't a fan back then. That was back when I was in high school. And now that I'm an adult, I've grown to appreciate it a lot more. So I love hearing it. And I love that Xikers pretty much just did like a throwback. They call it old school. And it's so good. It's such a good look on them. And I really hope that they do a few more songs in the old school vibe. But that's not even my favorite song on the album. My favorite song on the album is Red Sun. Like, Red Sun is such a hype track. Like, I think with every Xikers album, it's going to be a hype track. Like, you kind of know that with ATEEZ too, that like ATEEZ always has one song on every album that's kind of like the get you going, kind of like, you know, good start to your day, feel good music, and it is definitely Red Sun for this album. And I just love it. It's so, I can't really explain it. It's kind of like, it gives me kind of that, it gives me a vibe like bouncy, but it's not bouncy. Like it's kind of dirty, kind of low down vibe that what sounds like a distorted guitar that they're carrying through the whole song just reminds me a lot of bouncy. Maybe I could put a little clip in there so you can hear what I mean. But it just really, really reminds me of that. It's not bouncy copy paste, of course. It's got its own vibe, but it's just that sound, that low down, grimy, slimy sound. I don't. I really don't know how to explain it because I love music, but I'm not good at explaining what I'm hearing, and that's a shame because I'm an author, so I should know, but it's like I really can't explain it to you even better than it sounds dirty. It sounds low down and sneaky, and that's how bouncy sounds to me. And the same thing with Red Sun is that it sounds kind of like that. Um, the styling is great. Like I said, Minjay looks amazing. He's been wrecking me really hard again for this comeback. Here's Juneman. Juneman is, as you know, a part of my bias line. I just don't collect him. But I love Juneman. Juneman looks amazing here. Um, Here's my dude. Here's Suman. Suman really is just, he's killing it. He is killing it. He is feeling himself and he is killing it. And there's a part in actually, is it? Yeah, it's Red Sign where he says something about Chicago is red because I was watching somebody's reaction to it. Because I never watch lyric videos unless I'm watching a reaction. And when he said Chicago is red, I was like, what? Like, what? He's mentioning Chicago? That's kind of, I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever, but, I have to read it again to see what the context is. But it was just jumped out at me, and I was like, that was part of his, I think his first rap in Red Sun, he mentioned that. So I have to go back and look and see what the context was, see if I can understand the translation. But this dude, oh my god, he is just killing it. They are all killing it on this album. Chin's Chick. Somebody also said, because I do streaming, and somebody in the chat in our streamer party was saying something about, they said We Don't Stop gives them Beastie Boy vibes. And I think that's accurate. That's accurate. It does give me kind of like Beastie Boy vibes because it has sort of a rock element in the back of it along with the hip hop. So it does give me the Beastie Boy vibes, kind of like not necessarily like a specific song. Um, uh, that I can, because the first thing I thought about was like Tricky from Run DMC. That's the first thing I thought about when I listened to We Don't Stop. But not because it's similar, but it just has that similar vibe. I think Beastie Boys is a better comp. So, yeah, this album is just great. And then the next track, Supercalifragilistic, is so fun. Being a Mary Poppins fan, I don't think I've ever mentioned that. I love Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins is always one of my favorite movies to watch when I was a kid, and even as I grew up older, I always loved watching Mary Poppins with my grandmother and stuff. It was one of our favorite movies to watch together. So when I saw they were doing a track called Supercalifragilistic, I was just like, I know I'm gonna love it. So, and I do. I love it. It's a club track. It's like somebody mentioned that too, that like it sounds like you're in the club with your drinks and you're hanging out with your friends and you're just dancing the night away. Like that's pretty much what the song is about too. And I see you, Keanu. I see you. Okay, I see you. Um, but yeah, it's a club track, and Yi Chan's rap. Who told him he could swear in the rap? Again, another thing I noticed in the lyric video, I'm like, what? So, like, the reactor had to go back and be like, wait a minute. Yichon just said the F word. Like, what? You know, he said it in Korean, but still, that was the translation. So, I don't know if that's accurate, but I'm going to go and look at the translations later on. So I usually don't look at, like I said, don't look at lyric videos unless I'm looking at a reaction. And then I'll go and look at like the Genius translations, what they say are not all that accurate either, which is a shame, but they might be close. So yeah. But it's like, oh, another thing I want to say about Red Sun, it kind of reminds me of, because everybody's rapping on Red Sun, you know, except for the little part that they have, like the harmonizing part, everybody's rapping on Red Sun. So it kind of reminds me of Leaders, too, by ATs, that everybody was rapping, and then we get that, you know, the harmony from Jongho, and then everybody else in the song is rapping. So, yeah. So it gives me that vibe too. There's also some rapping from Yujin on the title track. Here he is, and that's how you see him. Don't worry, just because I don't mention you doesn't mean I don't see you. I see you. They just look so amazing. Like, just, him in this hat. I love his hat. And he was just all through, like I said, they're all killing it on this album. But this guy, too, oh my gosh, just so many great parts from Yejin, too. And I'm just so proud of their growth. Like, their growth, even though, like, unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're going to win any music shows this week. You know, it's, their growth is still amazing. Just the fact that they had the best first day sales of all the albums. It definitely helps that, you know, the albums are in Target, and that you can find the albums in places and people can just run in and get them, like I did. I bought 3 of them. And just the amount of excitement I've seen from people on Twitter who are not necessarily roadies, but they are 18s, or they aren't 18s or roadies, but they are loving Xikers because of this album. Like, there's a lot of people that I've seen that have said it's so good. Like, they didn't know anything about Xikers, and they love this album. So, Hunter. Hunter. Another dude killing it and just looking so amazingly handsome with these glasses. And here is my other guy. Here's Yichon. The whole album, just like every single song. Oh my god, just his raps are so fire. And he, I've watched some reactions. I like watching reactions in my, you know, just the time that I have it on in the background if I'm, you know, doing something with my photo cards, or if I'm, you know, making bracelets or something. I'll put it on in the background, and a lot of people have exclaimed about how much they love Yichon and Yichon's raps. And Yichon's voice reminds me a lot of Hanze. And I think other people, you know, I don't know. If people know about Victon and they know how Hanze sounds, his voice, and how fast he raps and all that. And Yichon seems like he's getting there. Like, he's getting to that level, and like just how he writes his raps and how talented he is, and how rude. He's rude. You know, but definitely a favorite. But I definitely get the Hanze vibes from him. But he does have his own style, and I love it. I'm just really proud of. I'm proud of him, proud of all of them, because this album is just, it's incredible, and it is an album for me. I just know it because there's a rock vibe. There's, oh, I don't want to miss, what is it? Every flavor jelly. I also really love too the bridge. Is like my favorite part of every flavor jelly. That's the fifth. No, that's the fourth song on the album. And then Break a Leg, of course. Pop punk. You know how much I love pop punk. so, so yeah, there's just so many things I could say about how proud I am of them. This is definitely an album that I will continue to listen to over and over again. Um, I'm just so crazy about it. Just everything about it, from um, the way it sounds, the vibe, the aesthetics, the visuals, and the "We Don't Stop" video. I've seen a few of the stages for "We Don't Stop" and for Red Sun. They are killing it on stage. I'm just so proud. Just so amazingly proud of them, and so happy that they're really coming into their own. And I don't know, we'll just have to see about music show wins this week. There's a lot of discussion on Twitter that I won't get into about, like, with Xikers and 18 East trying to help Xikers, but, or not helping Xikers was the majority. But, it's okay, because I'm also a roadie, and I'm doing what I can to see what I can do for these boys. I bought albums, I've been streaming. It's really unfortunate what's happening with the YouTube, with the video. Is I don't know what's going on. It's terrible. but but I mean, it's unfortunately part of growing pains in this industry. There's just so much unfairness in this industry, and just gotta try to ride the rocky waters, the waves. Um, yeah, and we'll just have to keep trucking. It was good to hear about that Jung Hyun was actually starting to practice a couple of the songs. Even I guess he started practice "We Don't Stop" too. So I'm not gonna hold my breath. Maybe we might be able to see him for KCON, possibly. But I won't even, like I said, I won't really hold my breath. I don't want him to rush back. I want him to take his time. If he feels like that he can be ready, you know, because they're probably going to be done with promotions, if not this week, next week. They're promoting 2 songs right now, so I don't see them promoting another one. If he can be ready, then great. If not, that's okay too, because I just want him to get better. So that's the biggest thing. Hunter. And they're really just growing up way too fast, by the way. They are growing up so fast. So fast. But I'm just so proud of them, because they really have worked hard, and I want to see them succeed. And I wasn't, that's the funny thing. I really wasn't. I remember, I think I've said this before every time that I've talked about Xikers, is that I wasn't intending to, fall for them so hard. But it's just, they're just so great and so talented. And I think that they have the potential to be, to achieve the same kind of success that ATEEZ has achieved. It's going to be harder, definitely, because there's so many groups that keep debuting. And, I mean, NCT Wish, just happened to drop a double single, like, right before Xikers' album came out. So, and they're the one that got the win this morning. So, yeah, it's always competition, but I think Xikers is up for the challenge. I think they know from what their older brothers have been through. They know how this industry is, and I think they're not going to let it shake them. And I think that's what the important thing is. As long as they don't let it shake and they just keep doing what they're doing, they're going to be a thing. I know they're the best in the fifth gen to me. So okay, so that was the tricky version, and we're gonna go into the hiker version next. Okay, so here is the hiker version. So here's the front, here's the back, upside down. Here's the side, and here's the other side. So here's a black book this time. Okay. Like I said, they are growing up way too fast. I need them to stop growing for a second. Oh, they look amazing. They really look amazing. Yeah, like I was saying, I just really didn't think I was gonna, I didn't think I was gonna fall for them like I do. But they are just so good. Like I said, they are not a copy paste of ATEEZ. I think they have established their own sound. I was gonna say that maybe the only slight comparable with the other fifth gen groups that I can think of for Xikers is probably Evening or Eben, because Eben also experiments and does a lot of different sounds. They've done songs that sounded clubby or sounded very hip hoppy. So they're pretty much the only. Oh, where's the standing part? Is he in this? Okay. Is he in there? No. Okay, that's weird. I don't see. Did I take it out? Did it not come with one? Maybe it didn't come with one. I don't know. Okay, but here is my magnet. Then here is Mr. Minjay, who, like I said, has been wrecking me hard for this comeback. And then, pardon me while I do a terrible job on flipping the book. That's the blue book. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, they're growing way too fast, and I'm just not prepared. That's all. The storyline, I spend so much time, well, not lately, but usually I spend a lot of time on ATEEZ's storyline. I'm not sure if my brain can handle another storyline. So I try to kind of follow it, try to pay attention to things, but I don't really get involved with the storyline too much. But I know pretty much what seems like the running theme with Xikers, which is kind of comparable to ATs, is that they just keep going and they don't let anybody stand in their way. And and that's a good attitude to have, even with, I'm sure that they've, faced some things in the industry where, and ATs has probably told them, or they saw what ATs went through. They've been around for a while, um, knowing some of the things that ATs went through, so they're already kind of prepared. But that doesn't mean that, like, I'm sure that it gets to them. One of the things that I have to mention, and I'm trying not to get on a passionate tangent about, is Eugen saying during the showcase, because I wasn't able to watch the showcase, because I wasn't awake for it, and the other thing is that at least when I tried to go back and watch it, you weren't able to watch the whole thing. So I did watch the performances, but I wasn't able to watch the full showcase. But I did see the quote from Eugen saying that if they want to be popular like TWS and Rise, that they have to work harder. And that really bugged me. That really, really bugged me. I mean, I think what really the biggest thing that bugs me about this industry, as you know, is the unfairness between the big four companies and groups from smaller companies. Unless they have a certain privilege, like, say, ZB1, who, Wake One is not a big company, but because ZB1 was made from Boys Planet, they do have an advantage. The same thing with Even, they do have a little bit of an advantage to a lesser degree because they were the runner-ups on Boys Planet. But this, just TWS just debuted, I think, like in the last couple of months. They are the Pletus group. And even mentioning NCT Wish, just coming out with a double single that they managed to get a music show in for. And Rise, which crazy stuff going on with Rise. But Rise of you have a full album out. So, I mean, it's just just the level of unfairness from this industry is just crazy. And I'm not saying that groups have to put out full albums to be recognized by or to win anything. That's obviously not the case. But there should be some level of, and there won't be, but there should be something in place that kind of that doesn't automatically reward groups from bigger companies. It's almost like it's just a given. It's something we discuss all the time when ATs has a comeback, that we don't want to come back with Stray Kids or The Boys or NCT 127 or anything like that, because we know that ATs will probably get less awards or they won't have a shot. It's almost the same thing with Xikers, that Xikers, unfortunately, this time around, even though they've put out a fantastic album, NCT Wish formally debuted, and formally came out with their double single on February 28th, I think it was. And Xikers came out on March 8th. So it's so interesting how that works, right? And not saying the kids are probably not, they're probably amazing. I haven't really, because my friend said she listened to them and she said they're just too young. And I'm like, okay, well, that's already probably a no for me. Because it probably sounds too cute, and I'm not into really overly cute music. So I'll probably give it a listen, and I don't know if I'll like it or not. But Um, I just, and I know I'm biased too, like I said, because Xikers they're my guys and I want them to succeed. But it's a shame that they feel that they need to work harder because somebody with privilege, um, like Rise, like TWS, like Boy Next Door, ZB1, and all these other groups, they have an advantage. And I mean, they are right to a certain extent. They do need to work harder, but it's also on the fandom too. I know their fandom is still small, it's still growing, um, and I just think they had a fair shot at it this time around, and it just doesn't. Still got two music shows this week, so we'll see what happens. We'll see. But yeah, they're up against some very tough competition, so I just. And KQ didn't help matters either because I don't think that they did a lot for their promotions. I think they could have done more for their promotions. Um, they kind of just threw the concept photos out there. They didn't get a promo map or anything. Like, we're used to that stuff with ATs, and it didn't happen with Xikers. And I just don't think they did enough as far as their promotions were concerned. Outside promotions. Um, yeah, I think they did like the bare minimum, and that's not cool and not fair. So that's just my own opinion. Um, so take it with a grain of salt, I guess. He's so cute. Yeah. Tell me what you think. Like, what do you think about this album? First and foremost, what's the most important? Your favorite songs in the album? Do you like the styling? Do you like the video? And maybe your thoughts about my little tangent, which I tried very, very hard not to do, but I still still managed to to do it to an extent. It really bugs me. Some of the things in this industry really bug me, and me and my friend have been talking about doing a podcast or something. I don't think it's something I necessarily want to do, but I feel like that I need an outlet somewhere so that I don't come on here with you guys and start going off um, on tangents. I might feel better if I'm able to have an outlet somewhere else to talk about what I really cannot stand about the K-pop industry, which is a lot. And I keep thinking, like, as much as I love K-pop and enjoy the music itself, what keeps me in K-pop is not the fandoms. Certainly not the industry. It's the music and the groups themselves. That's what keeps me in K-pop. But there's just so much that just sometimes you're just like, you know what, I need to leave this alone. But the minute that you turn on, like, one your favorite groups, whoever those favorite groups are, whether they're ATs, 17, BTS, or Xikers, or whoever, it makes you forget about the unfairness that happens in the industry and all the garbage that comes along with being a K-pop stan. Why do you have your necklace in your mouth? Okay. That being said, I really do enjoy Xikers a lot, and I just want them. I want them to get all the love and praise that they deserve. Really do, because they do deserve it, and they have been working hard pre-debut and forward, and they are trying to, you know, carve their own niche out in this industry. And it's not a situation where they're trying to be like ATs, because they're not. Their sound is very different from ATs. and um, it's very different. It's very unique. It doesn't sound like other groups in the fifth gen. Like I said, their only kind of comp is Evening, but nothing that Evening has made sounds like Xikers and vice versa. It's kind of like that bumping hip hop, dance music sort of thing that they're both doing to a certain extent. And but Psychers does a little more rock than I haven't heard that I can remember between the two albums. There has been no rock things in any of Even's music. It's mostly club and hip hop music. So they're only comparable because they're doing something different than the others. Because what I've heard from the others sounds very much alike. So, Evening and, well, One Pact. You can also throw One Pact in there too, because One Pact doesn't sound like the others either. So, yeah, so please give Psychers a little love because they deserve it. They're just so great. They deserve a fandom that's going to work hard for them, just like, you know, any other group, any other, popular group, you know. So if you are a Psychers fan, then please think about, you know, what you can do outside of buying albums. If you can stream and vote, please stream and vote for them because they deserve a music show win too. So yeah, that's the end, and here's all the song credits. And I don't want to rank the songs. I will say, like I said, my favorite is Red Sun, but I don't want to rank the songs at all because they're all great and they all deserve, high praise. It's just a great album. I know that Hanjun I think he wrote and worked on like 3 songs. I can't really see. I don't think he worked on this one. I do know that he mentioned that his favorite songs were Every Flavor, and Break a Leg were like his favorite songs, but I'm not sure what songs he wrote on or worked on, because he didn't produce the whole album like he did the first 2. But Eden Airy did a great job on this one. So yeah, so that is it. Thank you for if you stayed this long to listen to me complain, then thank you. Okay, well, I will show you my polls. So I was able to get a couple of trades, and but the most part, I only got a couple of dudes, which was nice. I only got a couple of dudes, but out of the 6 albums that I bought, I was able to pull. Look at him! I was able to pull one of the exclusives, and it's Suman. So I am so stoked about that. Like, people were telling me that, oh, there's only a certain amount and blah, 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 and I'm like, okay. Here is Juneman. So that's the ID cards. They're doing ID cards for these dudes. I don't intend to collect all the ID cards. There's Jin Chick. I think I'm just going to collect my bias line, and that's it. Here's Yinjin. So that's from, what is that? The hiker version, right? Okay. Here's Hunter. I decided, since Junghyun is still missing, that I would collect Hunter, Seyun, and of course Yichan and Sumin. So that's who I'm collecting this era. Even though I pulled a ton of Juman. As you will see. Look at this. Hello? This is the the Hello 82 special double card, which I have black sleeves. So now I'm probably going to have to change to clear sleeves just so I can see both sides. Thank you, Hello 82. I appreciate that. Then I pulled this guy. I told you he's wrecking me bad. Minjae with his blonde hair. And then I also pulled Yijin from the cowboy version, Hello 82 version, which is adorbs. Then I have the Inception version cards. I have this guy who I adore with the I think that's the Target card. So then I have Seyun also. So both of my collection biases for this era. There's my dupe, another Seyun. Then I have oh my god, I was so happy to see that card. I was like, I pulled my bias. And a dupe. Juman, I told you, Juman loves me this era. I was like, wait a minute, you're not collecting me? I'm in your bias line, but you're not collecting me. Why is that? And this guy. Oh my god, Jin Chick. Why did I do that? I don't know. So I think that's all I have for the Inception version, I think. And then this is for the tricky version. Or is this the special card? No, this is the tricky version. Love that card. And this one, Seyun. And Juman again. He said, yep, you're going to collect me. I know it. And also Minjae. Hunter. Oh my god. This card. This card. And Yejin. And then I have Yejin for the other. What is it? The other tricky version? Right. Okay. I'll just put it right here. And then Yanu. And I think this is the other version from. I wonder I don't know if it's the U.S. exclusive. I think it's the U.S. exclusive, or I might have it backwards. But I have these two, so I have my biases for this one. I am so happy, so happy. So there you go. There's all my pulls. I don't know. Are they on frame? I don't know. Are they? There we go. Sorry. So I did cut some of them off. I'm sorry about that, but I did. Here they are. So that's all my pulls for my guys. And I'm very excited to have all their cards. Part of me wants to go try to get another, because it was so hard trying to get I mean 6 albums, I only put one exclusive. So what people are saying is that, well, somebody said at first that there's like only 500 of those out there. There's got to be more, I'm assuming, since they're in Target and all that. A part of me wants to try to get another one, see if I can pull Yichan at least. But it's okay. Maybe I might try to find them later if possible. But But yeah, so that's everything. That's it for this Xikers unboxing and all my pulls. Um, Again, I'm only gonna collect, even though I have a ton of Juman, but I'm only gonna collect Suman, Yichan, Seiyu, and Hunter. And I'm going to complete this set right here. Because I think the one I got in the trade was Jinchik. I traded a duplicate of Suman. No, I traded a Minjay card for Jinchik. So I'm gonna try to complete both of these sets, the Inception set and this set. I did buy a card on Mercari. Was it Hyanu? I want to say it was Hyanu that I bought. He had 3 other cards with it, and I bought it so that I could try to get closer to completing that set because I really don't want to buy any more albums. I might buy one more, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is what I have right now. I want to thank you guys for watching this kind of chaotic unboxing because I had to get my thoughts out there. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this album? What is your favorite song? What is your favorite concept? Do you also subscribe to what I was saying about how the industry treats idols from smaller companies or whatever? I would like to hear your thoughts. I would love to have conversations, if possible, in the comments. For those of you who've commented, thank you. And if you're enjoying my videos, I would love if you would leave comments and like and maybe subscribe. But you are not pressured to because, like I said, it's my hobby, and I just want to share my hobby with other people. So thank you again for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I will talk to you soon.